Hello to everyone, welcome back. We are jumping into session 5 of our Dragon Age playthrough. For those that are new to the show, well, new to the stream and new to what we're doing, basically this series we've been jumping into Dragon Age. The aim for me is to jump into basically new releases, new games. Dragon Age is kind of like the third or fourth game that we've picked up on stream since we started a couple of months ago. Yeah, session 5. Look, it's hard to sort of say a lot of really positive things about this game at this stage. It's honestly, it's hard to say any positive thing about this game at this stage. We're, I don't know, 30-something plus hours into it. I'm just going to hit continue here real quick to take us away from the really over-the-top menu music. You would think that with the menu music being that intense and this theme...
Close, but bigger than a griffin.
Letting us know she sees us. Might also be her way of saying thanks.
It might be. Look, despite the intense intro music, if you haven't seen any Dragon Age to this point, if this is the first time you've jumped in, you've seen me pick this up, and you're like, hey, Warp Goblin, what are you doing? Are you enjoying this game? Look, no is the overwhelming response. Initially, when we picked it up, I had mixed feelings about it. A lot of nostalgia influenced the decision to pick up Dragon Age, and I do think that the good people at BioWare and EA probably counting on that to a certain extent. You know, the goodwill that this franchise has generated in the past, and that BioWare brand still carries a little bit of weight, despite the last couple of outings probably not being... you know, the home run that they would have liked, or, you know, at least certainly not what the studio used to be. I mean, let's not forget that BioWare essentially were, you know, pioneers in the single-player role-playing sphere, and especially, you know, on multiple platforms as well. Baldur's Gate, that series comes to mind before it, you know, obviously exchanged hands and whatnot through the IP. You know, Hasbro and you know, them taking it over to Larian and whatnot, who, you know, obviously Larian are the gold standard when it comes to role-playing games at the moment, and BioWare just are not anymore. Mass Effect Andromeda made that very clear. You could argue, even with this franchise as well, that, you know, Dragon Age 2, Dragon Age Inquisition didn't hit as hard as the original Dragon Age Origins. But this latest entry, I don't know what they were trying to achieve. I really don't. It really feels like they kind of were trying to do the MCU TV show level of dialogue brilliance. Yeah, man, look, writing dialogue, writing characters, especially for a single-player role-playing game, is always going to be a really difficult proposition. I don't want to shit on them too much, but the reality of it is that we've had 30-something plus hours, and I talked about this on last stream, and honestly, going through and editing the videos and for our VODs and exports just made me relive some of those dialogue traps that we got caught into, and we got to a point where it's like, mate, do I really want to play a fifth session of this? And, you know, realistically, I was ready to switch to another game. I really feel like it's probably time to move on to another game, which is ridiculous because I'm about a third of the way through the campaign. That being said, I had left off in the middle of a dragon hunt. Or what was, you know, the introduction to probably our penultimate, our second to last NPC that's going to join the party is this Canary barbarian type that's hunting dragons. And you know, you get a lot of dialogue hints that it's more about she's like a, you know, dragon zookeeper. She cares for the animals more than she hunts them. But anyway, I thought that was pretty cool, and it's worth jumping into and exploring and not giving up on too much. And, you know, hopefully we get less of the just pointless dialogue quests. And I won't spend too much longer bitching about this. I did spend a long time bitching about it on the last stream. If you tuned in and saw it there, great. Otherwise, I won't bore you with the details. But essentially, this whole, like, dialogue-heavy quest with no combat, it seems to be a fundamental part of their design. You know, it's very much that old school MMO fetch quest. Go here, collect this, or go here, interact with this object, return to your point of origin, talk to the NPC, rinse, wash, repeat about 3 to 4 times, call it a day. That would be fine if it was like a once-off, but they've lent into it really hard. And we all know about the issues that this had through development. And it really does feel like they got to a point where they were like, it's good enough, get it out. And, you know, like, it's AAA, it's pretty, the sound is good, the music is good. Sure, but when the dialogue and the story is and the cast, without even entertaining any of the bullshit arguments that are out there in terms of some of oh, it's Wake. I'm not going to get into that. If you get offended by, like, if the people would get upset by their decisions to sort of make a diverse cast, then, well, fuck, you probably looking to get offended by that. The issues are deeper. The issues are that the dialogue is bad, the writing doesn't engage you. Like, I don't really have any motivation or care factor for any of the NPCs. And the area design, yeah, it's okay, but it's not good enough. And the battle is okay, but it's not good enough. And there's not enough of it. When it does throw you in, it's pretty simple. It's pretty follow the bouncing ball type stuff. Enemies will have armor, knock the armor down. Enemies will have a barrier, knock the barrier down. If you've played Mass Effect or Dragon Age, the formula hasn't changed. It's just that the stuff around it isn't good enough. Isn't good enough to uphold that or be upheld by it. Like in Mass Effect, the gunplay and the combat it's very rudimentary, very simple, but I don't know. I would argue it's a little bit more interesting than where we're at this. Now that could just be class choice. That could be because maybe the mage just isn't as good to play as other classes. I don't know. I haven't really tested out the martial classes or the rogue. Well, I suppose the rogue gives a martial class, but I haven't tested them out. And if you guys are watching this and you have, and mate, if I'm doing it wrong, let me know. If the key to Dragon Age is to play a sword and board or to play a rogue and it's infinitely better, let me know and I'll spin this up and I'll give it another go. But as it stands, we come into this fifth session basically with Dragon Age sitting at that point where it's like it's got to either grab me now or it's going to forever be on the shelf. As a wish I didn't drop $90 on that kind of title. So I've hyped it up. I've really talked it up. Sounds great. Without further ado, let's jump in and get involved in where we left off. As I said, we were in the middle of a dragon hunt. Hopefully, that sounds cool enough to kind of justify what we're doing here on a Friday morning. Hopefully, it's actually substantive and we don't spend a lot of time sort of, tell me about your childhood and the other nonsense that it's thrown at us thus far. Guys, again, thank you to anybody who's joining us live. If you're watching this on demand or on catch up, we do stream kind of regularly. This Friday is my day. That is the day to kick back on the couch and fire up the PlayStation. And that's what we're doing. We're doing this all through the PS5. I'm not streaming using any... This is a baby stream. We've been running for a month or two. I'm not running any sophisticated streaming equipment here or anything like that. We are in the early days of what we would like to be able to do. So everything you see here is essentially using the native PS5 webcam. It's pretty obvious by the display resolution we've got here. We've got the PS5 webcam in the lounge room, set up in the theater room. That's my preferred method of play. I do have the PC, but it's kind of, it's an upgrading process. Last built in 2016, probably needs a bit of love in 2024. But yeah, we are in the theater room where I like to hang out all through the PS5. It's Friday. That's what I want to do. Let's kick back. Let's hopefully be entertained by Dragon Age and not get to the point where we have to rage quit in an hour because we've officially had enough. Guys, again, let me know what you're thinking. Let me know what you're feeling. If you are vibing Dragon Age and I'm just missing out on something, or if it's a case of I've just got to give it a little bit longer, which honestly in 2024, if you've got to play a game for 30 plus hours for it to start to get good, I would argue that's more Stockholm Syndrome and less good game design. But yeah, let's jump in.
The food.
Alternatively, I mean, if you're in the same boat as me and you're sitting here and you're like, you had played Dragon Age and you've got issues with it, or you've got any complaints and whatnot, jump in and chat. Let me know. We'll try. I'm more than happy to shoot the shit about the state of this fucking game. I wanted it to be so much better than it actually is. Was hoping that a little bit of lightning would work. I honestly can't even remember where we kind of left off. I feel like we're probably going to end up running down this ladder here. Yeah.
Some of these buildings look like Grey Warden architecture.
Good eye. Wardens used to have a big outpost here. They left after a volcano erupted. Said it closed some tunnels.
Yes. If a volcano floods the deep roads with magma, no need to worry about Darkspawn using those tunnels.
I would be curious if there was a little bit of overlap in the dev team on this and the team that worked on Hogwarts. There's some times where it feels like when we're navigating these areas where it's kind of like a less interesting Hogwarts. It wants you to kind of explore, but not too much. Yeah, it's hard to explain. It is hard to explain, guys. I just don't know if I'm missing out on something here or... But it just hasn't clicked for whatever reason. Interesting. Yeah, I'm going to move on. Again, this is what I mean, like, I had this problem in the area, the initial area, the Elvish Veil Jump area, which is probably the weakest storyline as well. But it had a lot of these nonsense sort of puzzles where it wanted you to move one crystal from point A to point B. And, man, it just doesn't feel worth it. Like, when you do get a gear upgrade, it's minuscule. Almost jumped off the edge. God, almost jumped off the edge again. Stop it! Fuck it! That's it! Just leap. Leap off the edge. Fuck you. Right. There we go. Issues like that as well. You know, it's not game breaking, but it's certainly not the sort of shit that you would expect out of something that wanted to be, you know, proper AAA.
I want to see what they're doing.
I don't know, I think I'm just going to bounce off this pretty hard, and it'll be, you know, it'll basically be the argument for, like, well, should Dragon Age just go away? Does it need to do a Mass Effect? And, well, you know, and the flip side of that is that, well, Dragon Age did go away. It went away for, like, close to 9 fucking years. Yeah. I'm going to be too harsh on it, man, because I'm sure there are people out there that are, like, you know, really into it. And it's not like it isn't without some redeeming qualities.
Shit.
Yeah, shit.
More on top. You're not even supposed to.
See what I mean? Our mate over here's got an armor bar, so we'll use him to knock it down. Try not to get fucked up in the interim. Don't have enough mana for that. Oh, getting smoked.
Good job, Abridged.
I'm there.
Oh no! Oh man.
Right.
So, we haven't started well, man. We started negative and the fight is going that way.
They're hitting us from there. People, I'll show you weak dust people.
Weak.
Enemy range.
Sub fucking optimal, chat. Look at it tutorializing me. Yes, I'm aware of how takedowns work. And look, is it a takedown? It does 2 fits of fuck all health, and then he just face tanks you. Fucking revive. Piss off.
Come on, let's keep looking.
So, I mean, what I should probably be aiming to do there is to use the fighter's taunt ability to get them off me.
Were at peace forever. Then the Anton broke away from the Qun and invaded. But Qunari builders are...
Okay. Well, go on then. Tash is currently unable to do this. Alright. So, and this leads into another, what seems to be a fundamental design principle that they've adapted. When you get to a new area, especially a new area that's attached to an NPC, you go in, you do the quest, it takes you through the area, you have to explore and interact with it as part of the storyline. Doors will be blocked, they'll be inaccessible, or there'll be these things that you can't interact with yet. That's fine, I guess, if it was gonna... if the areas were engaging enough that I wanted to come back. You know, like, are there merchants there that restock with cool gear? If I do open chests, am I going to get a significant gear upgrade or have an incentive to actually do this stuff? But they don't. It's that old trope of you clear this area and then you come back and run through it a second time. And it feels like they're just padding it out. Like they had... Like, again, it doesn't feel like they had enough content. It feels like essentially deadlines caught up with them. And that they were like, get it out. Design philosophy was, well, we'll just have the player engage in the zone longer than they need to. And it's frustrating. And it feels like shitty game design in 2024. Especially given that we've had other role-playing games where when we've done exploration, it's been on a much broader scale. Even Hogwarts, which was basic as fuck, the fact that you could fly around a really big map on the broomstick, which... you know, apparently was a late addition to the game. Like, heaven help them, fucking if they didn't have that. But that helped. It made it feel a little bit more of a fun sandbox to play in. Dragon Age, the Veilguard, does not feel like a fun sandbox to play in. Guys, this feels like the sort of thing that back in the day, you would rent from a Video Easy, you would play for 24 to 48 hours, and you'd go, yeah, done. Come on, Dragon Age, do something cool. Again, does that not feel very Hogwartsy? The whole stagger them finisher type thing? Except it doesn't flow as well. It just doesn't.
Come on. They've got us at range.
Not what we wanted.
Watch for incoming.
As you said.
Nah.
Watch the ranged attack. The odds.
So yeah, those extended combat sequences. If only there were more of them. My only complaint is that, like I said, it's very rock paper scissors, which I know isn't. let's not make that a GIF. Yeah, it's very rock paper scissors. The formula hasn't changed, and I'm look. It would be nice if they added something slightly new in this franchise. It would. It's time. It's time for them to try and do something slightly different, and they really didn't. This is so by the numbers. This is so designed by committee that it's not funny. This is very MCU. Put it that way.
They haven't seen us yet. We can run.
Hey!
Feels on brand for a barbarian.
I brought her down. She's mine by right.
Makara.
Mara Namra Benarie Bala. Atash Martarost, Asitarala. Kyuto.
You don't get to tell me who I am. Right. So now we know how she breaks the crystals.
Tarala.
Come on.
At this point in time, what are we thinking? What are we feeling? Should this be our Saturday night game, or is it time to bounce off? Come on then. Pointless.
to go.
Don't have a revive up our sleeves if and when things go pear-shaped here. Gotta try and stack these guys in the middle, I think, and try and group them up. Fuck off! Fucking hell, man. Mage life, man. This is what I mean. Like, is it more fun to play a martial or a rogue? Or I feel like a lot of the time as a mage, I'm just running around trying to avoid the enemy aggro that is always on the player character. Like, look at this shit. They have no interest in attacking the other two. I mean, and you can make an argument that that's just, you know, target the mage. It makes sense. But I also suspect that it's just the game and the combat is they will prioritize the player character overall. And it's not like I could switch. It's not like I can switch party members, right? The only thing you can dump is battle cry for a taunt, or to try and knock them down and shit. Fuck off, bro. And now.
So,
yay!
You breathe fire.
Yeah?
You don't just hunt dragons. You're part dragon?
Were we supposed to know this? Because I don't remember you mentioning it.
We can talk later. Let me know when you're ready. I'll burn the chains off the dragon.
A trapped animal is a scared animal. She'll be angry once we free her.
You're right. We gotta be ready to run. Hopefully she won't chase us.
Hopefully. Let's get some potions and shit just in case. Switch that out to get a little bit more defense, just because I don't think we're even using the shocking weapons thing anymore. Arguably, that's probably been on there for a little while. and we just haven't been using it. I think that was passive, or that was something that we got on a perfectly timed parry with the orbs. Yeah, the spell blade. Fly away home, little dragon.
As one dragon flew off, now safe to finish its nap, uninterrupted. Another was about to wake up. The surviving Antam poachers carried news of a fire-breathing Kunari back to their leader. Tosh and the team would soon find themselves being hunted by the Dragon King.
Wonderfully done, Tash. While you played with the big scary dragon, we looted the shiny stuff from her cave. So, Rook, Varric's talked about you. I see he wasn't making shit up this time. They call me Isabella, among other things.
What did you find in the cave?
A lot of
Fuck is
dragon
you?
shit, gold, some fancy trinkets, and this.
How much could you get for something like that?
A fair bit of gold if you're lucky. Maybe a war if you're not.
But this piece is not for sale. The Lords of Fortune retrieved it at my request.
Rook, this is Shathan. She's our expert on Kunari artifacts.
This
That
piece predates
okay.
the Steel Age by centuries.
It just dropped.
It comes from an earlier attempt at settlement. One that left no survivors.
Our other faction, right? Yeah.
You used your
Don't even remember what they're called.
What? No.
Were you seen by the Antam? You promised you would be careful, Evatosh. You need to be away for a while. It is good you are joining Rook's team.
I'm what?
We expect some dragon trouble, so we need a dragon hunter. You'll feel right at home.
Hooray.
Our contact here said you
Hooray.
agreed to join us.
Didn't Shathan...
Far out.
I thought you and your mother had agreed on this.
Nope.
Whoops. Well, you'll work it out. You always do. For gold and glory, Tash. You're welcome back whenever. Rook, pleasure doing business with you.
Mother, what did you do?
I thought you would enjoy the chance to work with Rook's team. Do you not wish to stop these blighted dragons?
Let's get a drink.
I might have decided to join.
Oh
on my
no!
own.
Empty water bottle.
Maybe after you talk to me.
Well, that won't do.
talked to you about not using your
I have to jump up
fire
against
in
some water
front
here
of the
soon,
Antam.
guys. It is hot as shit here at the moment. Summer is well and truly on its way in the southern hemisphere. Heat wave galore.
I will prepare potions for you to take. Would you prefer ginger or lavender?
The ginger.
Hassam Vinek. Rook, you will keep her safe.
Oh. First dialogue into Yawn of the Day, guys. There it is. Grumpy face.
Your mother doesn't mince words. I like that.
Yeah, she's a lot.
Anyway, welcome to the team. Might not be what you wanted, but we could really use the help.
I'll get my stuff. Hey. It is.
Sorry?
Joining your team. It is what I wanted.
Glad to hear it.
Lords of Fortune. There we go. Couldn't remember their name. Cool. Alright, back to the crossroads. We'll change our party. Not having that sport character was difficult. So yeah, we're gonna have to. We will go back to, Yeah, I didn't really feel the Barbarian on that one. Let's go with Balara. And we'll keep Davrin, because we need that taunt ability. You get really overwhelmed. Got swarmed super quickly there. Alright, let's go. Travel to Tract Quest. We'll just go straight there. It's gonna force me to have the mage in there. So this is kind of what happened to us last time, right? It turned around and it was like, look, you're guaranteed to have this guy, this Tash. Fucking Tash. Tosh. Take her with... We'll go double mage, but at least she's got some handy dandy support healing. Fuck. I do want that ability to get them off, like to taunt, not to get them off. Other characters do that. Fuck. But it would be good to be able to taunt and ditch that aggro. We really kind of need that. Or, you know, that's when I switch to my other weapon and actually parry. It's the other alternative. You know, get good.
Sign of the professor.
I hope he's here and that he doesn't mind us disturbing him. He is a senior necromancer. I don't... Oh!
What a marvelous surprise! Any trouble with the lift? Our last guests were stuck for hours. Poor souls. Oh. Professor Emmerich Volkaren of the Morn Watch.
Hello, Professor. We've never met, well, in person, but I've been writing to you.
Balara, my dear girl. What a pleasure. Surely you didn't come all this way just to see me.
Actually, we did. You see, we need a Fade expert.
Charmed.
Neat skull helmet. Was
like
pretty
that
cool.
bit with the flaming skull.
It's nothing, really. Just an evocation of the flame of the last steps.
Must be a fucking
Looks
hit
great.
at Halloween.
Thank you. You know, I'm never quite sure how these spells strike someone from outside Navarra. I'd be pleased to continue our conversation after I tend to some small business here. I must investigate. Would you two mind accompanying me further into the shrouded halls?
A little, but you're gonna make us do it anyway. Alright, character. What do we got? No, wrong tab, full. Alright, polite acquaintance. A necromancer mage of the Morn Watch. With currently no skills? Am I to... Because you're going to drip feed me skills as well? For fuck's sake, game.
Ward that screaming.
Something's gone awry in this part of the necropolis, Rook. The dead
Yeah, what the
stir
actual...
more easily than they should.
Alright, buddy.
weird up ahead.
Strange. These halls should be under the protection of the bell.
Is that a despair demon?
Fascinating, isn't it? They shouldn't be able to breach the shrouded halls at all.
Take your word for it.
Alright. Continues to tutorialize you. Like, this is armor, this is a barrier. Cool. If that tip could fuck off, I could actually see what his skills do. High stagger. Quietus. Right. Silence. Shocked and sundered. Detonates sundered. That's right, I remember her. Applies weakened. So does he, funnily enough. Alright. Well. Fuck your barrier.
It singled you out.
What? Where'd everyone go?
It's vital we discover why that spirit manifested here.
Lead the way, Professor.
Party of mages. Abyssal helm. A cosmetic.
Someone's barred the door and chained the sunken star.
There's undead here.
We may need to defend ourselves depending on their condition.
Haven't fought undead in a while.
There's no reaching these. They're mindless.
What does that mean?
I'm afraid sometimes the weaker dead work themselves into frenzies. Must free that bell.
Need some help?
Thank you. The star, the bell, can banish these despair spirits if we unchain it.
Alright, another crystal puzzle. Yay! Whoa! Just keep using this mechanic over and over.
Could you please find one and bring it here?
Okay. How?
Give your greetings, and the wisp will follow.
Return wisps to the receptacle devices to unlock various locations. Cool. Completely different to going and getting a crystal and bringing it to a device to unlock a new location. Because this is a wisp. Fuck me. And this is the simplest of design philosophy. It's not good, guys. AAA studio charging $90 odd something for a game should be producing better content than this.
Doors open. Where to now?
BioWare's dead.
To the upper chambers, where we can free the bell. There's someone I'd like to consult with on the way.
And it makes me really sad as somebody who grew up playing BioWare games and like being introduced to just some of the absolute best games that defined genres made by BioWare, and man, fucking EA has just like turned it into this fucking conveyor belt, almost, like I said, designed by committee, just like, fucking, what is this?
I hope we can help here, Professor.
Generic is
You
what this
already
is.
have, Valara.
So generic.
This is locked too. I didn't see any wisps around.
Then I shall call for aid.
Okay.
Can't do this without a wisp.
They've answered. We'll need to guide the wisps who've just arrived to the door.
Uh-huh. Which is to say that you'll need me to go get them.
Those wisps really... There's the last wisp.
Good. Let's return to the door. Well done. Past these chambers, we'll find some assistance with reaching the bell. Despair is far more pervasive than I'd thought. We must stop who's ever drawing these spirits here, Rook.
You think a person's behind all the despair demons?
Oh yes. Mortals are their prime attraction.
Somebody at BioWare's responsible for the despair.
By seal and flame, who brought despair in our midst?
Who brought despair?
Despair? Who brought it here?
Venatori.
We don't like the Venatori.
The
They suck.
Venatori. Of course. This way, please.
What did you just do?
The colloquial term is corpse whispering, a gift that manifested with my magic.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
Is it?
Honestly, I've no idea how the other Watchers navigate the necropolis without it.
Fucking creeper.
Shh. I think I hear someone.
This map is useless. We wasted 3 slaves in those traps. If that Hand of Glory burns down...
So don't dawdle!
We found those Venatori.
They have no place in these walls.
Ow.
Hitting us from range.
We're being fired upon!
What are the Venatori
Yeah, motherfuckers.
Artifacts?
Raw magic. Their first envoys were obsessed with power for some new masters.
Ah, I'll fill you in on them later.
Shit. Shouldn't have done that.
Down one more despair demon. That's the last of them.
I see someone by the crates.
I don't think they're Venatori.
Gross.
The sunken star can help us if we break the Venatori's chains.
Right. There's one chain.
Excellent.
Kill them all, but save them!
Got it.
Finish them off!
Trying to.
We've done it.
Wrecked. Oh, okay.
Spectacular rook!
Spectacular.
Good work, everyone.
Yay, go team.
That's the last chain.
We must return to the lower level to ring the bell.
For whom the bell tolls. Alright, let's go.
Be ready. The ritual to wake the bell will draw Despair's attention.
And any more Venatori?
I'll need you to keep them occupied while I work.
Do my best. Do my best.
There's the Venatori.
You feed the gods!
How are we doing, Emmerich?
Shit, shit, shit.
We're halfway there.
It's not exactly buttery smooth, guys. Range demon. That. Run away.
Emmerich, now what? Now, the grand necropolis.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Worked! Those despair demons are just gone.
Pretty impressive.
Thank you. But come, let's ensure these cultists leave anything dangerous behind. I'll ask her. Let me know
Every
when you'd
time.
like to return
Having
to
the interact
chambers
button
above.
also be your jump button. Let's go.
Let's get back to the lighthouse.
Let's do it.
You can tell me why you've sought out a Fade expert on the way?
No interest in exploring that area. Really don't.
I know it's a lot, but I swear we've seen the blighted elven gods ourselves.
It would explain recent oniric disruptions.
At the least. The implications
Oh
of
man,
Rook's
so
witness
how is
are-
everyone's Friday? How are you? Chilling here. It's good. Escaping the heat, hiding in the aircon. It's probably Thursday evening for a lot of people as well. At least it's not hot as fuck like it is here. Oh, that's so nice.
Well, hi. And thanks.
You spoke of danger to the Fade.
The elven gods plan to tear it wide open to get to the blight. And they've already messed with it. Demons, tears in reality. Our team needs a Fade expert.
Many watchers never depart Navarra. But with events so dire...
I'd be delighted to assist.
It has been many years since you left us.
Well, yes, but elven gods, ancient magics. I couldn't bear miss this. Besides, I've spent my life exploring the Fade and speaking to spirits. If Rook needs an expert, none are better qualified than I.
Only if your assistant's coming.
Manfred? But of course.
Welcome aboard.
Wonderful. I'll gather my things. Come, Manfred.
The Grand Necropolis was at peace again, and Emmerich was off to a new adventure. But in Navarra, nothing stays down for long. The Venatori had unearthed something no one should have, and delivered it to the worst possible person. Emmerich's journey would soon bring him face to face with the gloaming lantern.
What the Venatori ultimately intended with their incursions into the necropolis worries me. Whether or not it was directed by the gods, the timing serves them well. Chaos, I fear, is their ally.
With this, Demeter's Crossing and the Blighted Dragons, and everything else we're all dealing with, feels like we're at war. A lot of little wars.
Dialogue yawn! God damn, Dragon Age.
They want a war? We'll damn well give them one.
You need an army to fight a war, though. They've got two. The Venatori and Antam wasted no time allying themselves with the gods. Power at any cost.
So how do we fight back then?
We don't have an army, but we do have allies. Like the Veil Jumpers.
After Demeter's Crossing, it's
Get some
personal
shoes
for
on.
them.
That's how you get
The Shadow
hookworm.
Dragons. I should have earned my way back into their good graces after we saved Minrathous.
Tarquin won't ever admit it, but he was impressed.
Also, Lady Morrigan requested a meeting at the Cobbled Swan in Minrathous.
Could she have found some trace of the gods?
Probably. Morrigan doesn't visit crowded taverns for fun.
I also heard from Grey Wardens out in the Hossberg wetlands, Antoine and Evka. Something strange is happening with the Blight there. I bet it involves the gods.
Gillenane has laid low since we hurt her dragon, but the Blight spreads rot wherever the gods go.
And no one's better at tracking Blight than Wardens.
Morrigan and those Wardens feel like our best leads on finding the gods.
Are they really gods? Or just ancient mages? It's not clear.
They're gods. In their power and wrath, at least.
Lucanus, you're back.
I am.
Couple new people have joined the team since you've been gone. This is Professor Emmerich Volkarin, he's our Fade expert. And Tosh, our Dragon Hunter.
Hey.
Charmed.
Right.
I'm sure.
Not everyone has met. So, a Dragon Hunter. Treviso could have used you.
What's happening there?
It's just... people blame you for what happened to Treviso, Rook. But they did not have to make that choice, knowing what the gods are capable of. There was no right call. Still, it changes things. How could it not?
But you're back with us.
Yes, here to stay.
Good to have you back. Whatever the circumstances. Everyone needs to be part of this. That's the only way we'll win.
After what they did to Treviso, I want these gods to fall. I don't see anyone else with a better chance than you. My blade's yours. Until the end.
Great. Let's follow up on some leads.
I'll let Lady Morrigan know we're ready to meet.
I'll send word to Antoine and Evka. They're holed up in a town called Lavendel.
Everyone else should rest up. Be ready to move when I call.
Never easy, is it, kid?
What do you mean?
Making the big choices, then living with the consequences.
If I don't make the tough decisions, no one else will. So I live with the consequences.
And you don't blame anyone else for them. That's why I recruited you. Anyway, you've got a meeting with Morrigan to attend, and dealing with whatever the Wardens found. All this chatting is taking it out of me. Think I'll rest for a bit.
Me too, buddy.
Good work, Rook. You'll find your way through this. I know it.
Okay, yeah, right. That's interesting. So, we managed to piss off Lucanus? Whatever. It is what it is. Damaging abilities are increased, but it will no longer use supportive abilities, and relationship progress is slowed. picked up stuff that we chose not to actually equip. What do we got? Side quest, on the way to Tash. I'm going to have to do the lighthouse circle around, talk to everyone thing, aren't we? God damn. Alright, well, guys, I'm going to very quickly jump up, get some water, and then we can come back and do our lighthouse, run around, talk to everybody, handbrake on the progression that it seems to do every chapter. Again, not new for Bioware games, right? Mass Effect, we would go back to the Normandy, we would have to run around and do things, and other Dragon Age games, they found reasons to occupy our time between each of the chapters. It's obviously a design philosophy even that's the team have kind of had for a long way. I'm just sick of it. I'm over it. I'm over this whole, like, here's your hub area. Now spend an inordinate amount of time running around talking to everyone. Yes, other games have done it recently that we've kind of put up on a pedestal. I know that Baldur's Gate used to like to do this all the time in our camp sequences. But they just, I don't know, they just, the team there seemed, in my opinion, seemed to have done a better job in making me actually care about the companions and making me actually care about their individual storylines. Really well acted, felt like it was better written. This does not feel like that. If Baldur's Gate 3 is like an amazing 3-course meal, this is fucking Domino's Pizza. It is what it is. And on that note, I never thought I would have compared Dragon Age to a fucking pizza joint, but here we are. I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to go get some water, get a little snacky snack, and inflict some more Dragon Age Veilguard on myself. Keep waiting for it to grab me. Who knows? Maybe it's just a chapter away. Alright everyone, break is over. Thank you for sticking with me. I had to get myself some water. Yeah, let's jump back in. We're back at the lighthouse. We've got a bunch of NPCs that we have to talk to. We've got a bunch of crappy in between filler busy work things to take care of. Let's do that. Who's excited? I'm excited. I'm excited to run around and speak to NPCs and get stuck in dialogue hell. It's my favorite part of the game, man. Not the...
for a workout?
Oh, buddy. Yay, quest. Oh, for fuck's sake. Jump button and interact on the same mapped button. Slightly annoying. Cool. No requirement to talk to her. Collected what we needed to. Let's move on. Who's next on our lighthouse round trip? Fuck is that? Mirror of Transformation. Gotcha. Never bothered with that. Ah, yes. Let's go do the cosmetic appearance thing. Why the fuck not? See if it's actually given us anything that looks a little bit funky. We'll come back there. What did we get? I don't really want to muck around with the actual armor side of the house. But what do we get for casual wear? It's warned us about clipping. I haven't seen any crazy clipping. Oh, God. I don't think we're changing, guys. I think we're... Oh, God! No. No, we'll discard the changes. Thank you very much. Right, well... That was a colossal waste of time.
A third edition of the Unnameable Elements? I didn't even know it had editions.
I'm sure it'll ask me to pick like one of 3 dialogue choices.
Borrow it if you'd like.
I'd love to. Oh, Rook, you probably wanted to say hi. Thanks, Professor.
You look moved in?
Just a few essentials. Manfred was a great help with the boxes. What a fascinating place this lighthouse is. What do you make of it?
Oh, God.
Early on, it mostly felt empty. But it's gotten more homey with each new person.
For all its grandeur, the lighthouse does seem meant for company.
Did you get the tour yet?
Oh, I've been exploring, but I noticed a few of the others taken aback by Manfred, and I overheard remarks about my skulls. My necromancy won't cause any undue worry, will it?
We'll be fighting weirder stuff than necromancy.
Ah, that's the hope.
Just don't make it too weird, guy.
Please excuse me. Manfred and I should finish our inventory. Thank you for stopping by. By the way, Rook, before I left, Myrna and Veilguard asked if we could assist with an outbreak of hauntings across Thetis. They also mentioned displaced wisps in the necropolis. I'm not sure what's frightened them, but it bears investigation.
Hauntings and scared wisps? Let's look into it.
Thank you. We'll depart for the necropolis whenever you're ready.
Who's next? So again, what would be great would be if we could just fast travel to these points. Just these ones. You know, any of these points that I can mark, I should just be able to click it and bamf to it. I feel like you would be able to do that if the design team had the navigation of this area in out, like if it was in the player's interest. It's not. It's they want us spending time running from A to B to C, back to A again, and completing that loop. They want us doing that to pad their fucking playtime on this shit.
The spirits lament, dweller. The blight spreads here. Seek its roots.
You're up late.
You're awake to notice.
Can't sleep. I know. I'll wait to ask.
I sleep when I can get it. And this place, it's too quiet for that.
Have you tried tea?
You think that works?
It does if you believe. Okay, what works then? How do you sleep?
I don't know. Chase the right bastard through the wrong ritual? It'll knock you right out. Of course, you might wake up with a new accessory.
Did you get the bastard?
Yeah, I got him. It's not the quiet. I never could sleep once work gets in my head. But what's got you up at night?
Tonight? I don't know. It's not like I've got problems sleeping.
Aren't you lucky?
Exhaustion. Works like a charm.
Restlessness catches. Get one person in a room nervous, the whole place twitches. One person can't sleep. It's only getting later. Get out while you can.
You ever follow your own advice?
Never the good stuff.
Oh, well. Alright, one more down. Next up, this NPC carousel.
Rook, I was thinking of taking Hassan for a walk. He could use the exercise. Chance to stretch his wings. Thought you'd like to come along.
Sure. Didn't get much of a choice there. Alright. Journal time. Right then. What do we got? A whole bunch of nothing. Sorry, my mistake. Let's go back to the map. Switch out to the world map. Alright, I would like to go check it out, I guess. Sure, let's see if we can actually do it. Why the fuck not? As per usual, we'll go Balara. Cool. Happy with that, I think. I don't know. So here we go, check out this new area.
Rook, welcome to the Hosberg wetlands. I'd say make yourself comfortable.
This place is...
foreboding?
Yes. Well, foreboding is normal here, but it's worse than usual.
The Blight's always a problem in the Anderfels. It's not strange to find a corrupted patch of forest or swamp.
What is strange is the sudden surge of blight through the Hosberg wetlands.
Surge of blight.
Much like the village you found, the blight here struck too quickly, and in strange forms.
It's choked the whole area, and the local village, Lavendel, was caught in it. But they're survivors. We can be grateful for that.
Oh, jeez.
It only gets worse from here.
We've got the same
Ray of sunshine.
As far as we can tell,
That were my two choices, essentially. Oh, well, three choices. Oh, jeez.
If the Blight's really changed,
Ray of sunshine.
the changes are
Or,
widespread.
yeah, we're fucked.
As for how much?
I can almost sense something in there. Another sound under the Blight's usual song.
Stories say Warden sense blight. I never thought it was literal.
It happens when you join the Order. But that's more than I should say.
When we met, you tried to block the sound out. Now you hear too much.
If it helps, that's what we're here for.
All right, tell me there's a plan.
We heard rumors of the surge here and volunteered to investigate. The first warden expects a report. Soon.
If we want proof the Blight's changed, then this place is where to find it.
But the way the Blight left the village, we've had our hands full just keeping it back and helping the sick.
Oh, far out. Get on with it.
Yes. The odd growths the Blight has formed, like boils, they surround Lavendel. I need more samples.
Alright, on it.
Leave it to me.
You
go.
can't just handle Blight. I'll give you something to contain it. And watch for Darkspawn.
I'll try not to die.
We'd prefer you didn't.
So be careful.
Alright, what have we got in this area? So this is our Warden's hub, right? Odd. Around the back, maybe? There we go. Okay. And a beacon. Yay for us. You would think that the Grey Warden merchant is going to be mostly martial shit? Let's find out.
Need something?
Maybe. What do we got? Okay, new shield for old mate. Yeah. We'll take it. Rare trinket for old mate. We'll take it. Medium light. What do we got? Yeah, okay. And the gift. We'll pick it up. Cool. Happy with that.
You're here to help.
All right, let's find those boiled samples. Looks like there's caves on the far.
You've been to the farmlands. There's a family. Voss. I'm close with him, with Ursa. They spoke of the Blight. The Blight. Before all of this happened.
The Blight.
They knew. But if they knew, why aren't they here?
If I find anything, I'll let you know.
What happened, happened. Can't change it.
Kia.
Oh, something's blocking it from the other side.
Another merchant. What have you got, buddy?
I've got food if you're looking.
Fuck
Not
all.
much to forage out there. Stop by again.
Lavendel Village. The wetlands. It's like Demeter's Crossing all over again.
It's still standing, and I'll fight to keep it that way.
What are you selling? Humble blacksmith.
You're here to help.
Oh man, you got heaps of
Think
shit.
You and 2 wardens can fix all this.
Bunch of cosmetics. We did just buy him a shield. Should probably take a closer look at that. He can have armor. We'll take that. Fire build. We could spec him out a blade and go into burning. Be handy. And some valuables. Go full burning. Let's have a quick look at old matey's gear. Yo, what are you rocking, man? Not you. Alright, you. Fuck, let me click on it. 135. And 153 on the longsword. So, that in mind, let's 135 on the shield.
If you need to gear up...
It's better. But he would have less stagger. And that's obviously much better than his current one. No, we'll hold on to our current gear for now. I don't want to burn through my entire gold supply on him just yet. Sweet, new beacon. Bit shitty that the merchants don't pop up, like that one does, but we just ran into like 2 more, right? Not marked. Why? Dunno. Why did the UI team feel that these merchant, like the core merchant will be marked and any supplementary ones won't be?
Bastion. There's more out there than Blight. You must be careful.
Of what?
I heard something from up at Gaspin Manor while I was escaping here. The place has been abandoned for years. They say the Lord had some cursed treasure. One day he just disappeared. Could the Blight awaken the curse? If it draws evil here, the treasure's up there somewhere. It should have been destroyed.
Wouldn't be surprised if damage from the Blight stirred something up.
Whether it's a curse or a darkspawn nest, Lavendel's better off without it.
Nice.
Might as well live.
1% boost. How many of them I've actually ran past?
There. That's our Blight one. Got a sample. Guessing they'll need more than one.
Knowing how Antoine experiments. Yes.
Ow.
Careful ahead.
Alright then. Fuck up, buddy. Goddamn son of a bitch. What we got here?
Got the sample.
Shampoo.
I hear you're the one who got that fancy Luvian up and running.
I did. Well, most of the way. Everyone helped out.
So tell me, how safe is it? Any reason to be worried?
Oh.
Held that triangle a little too long there. Oh, ×3. God damn. Fucking burn. Level 30 cyst. Whatever comes out is gonna fuck us up good. Don't attack that yet. Fuck.
Don't drop your guard.
Fuck's sake, the targeting, man.
Everyone alright?
I've had some practice on this.
Fucking rut-row! Go. The only saving grace in this fight thus far is that he's been a bit of a dummy. And we can kind of avoid most of his attacks without too much of a problem. I say that because, like, I imagine that as soon as I fuck it up, he's going to absolutely slap me. Hopefully a companion doesn't go down. I don't even know, like, is that possible? That's not good. 26 ads. Kind of getting away with it because it was just him. Ah, you son of a bitch, I fucking should have seen that coming. Alright, back to just him. Don't be there. Oh, fuck me! No! Fucker came out of nowhere. the fucking wall. Severely underleveled. Ah! Alright. Take it. I like it when I lose him like that. That's how you get charged in the back. Fuck off, buddy. No. Get out of there.
Ready for a follow-up.
Ho, ho, ho.
Ready for a follow-up.
Oh. Oh shit, stuck on a thing, stuck on a thing. Mind if I do?
Ready for a follow-up.
We're getting there. Damage is being done. Don't want to be in the water. Only because I find it harder to sometimes see some of the... Oh, you motherfucker. No! Nice fucking try. He's pissed. Oh, she's rightly pissed off now.
follow us.
Shit, 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 shit. Lightning! Shit, shit, shit! Ah, fuck. Ah, fuck!
Tell your gods we won't.
What were we saying?
More essence.
Well then. That guy was an asshole. Thankfully, big lumbering guy, big telegraphed attacks. We're able to pinball our way out of that. Level 30! Fuck you, buddy.
Trouble coming.
Oh well.
In good time, buddy.
An echo? Echo?
Oh, fucker, we're mucking around with wells here.
Nice hit, Valara.
Anywho.
And another Fen'Harel altar.
Got company.
This was farmland.
You're right. It's harder when you see what it once was.
The Blight took it recently. On your guard.
Not sure where we're being attacked from. Uh-huh. There we go. Sweet. Let's go assign our skill points, eh? What do we got? Times 1. Required level 30 for the as we get deeper. Right. Yeah, right. So we'll have to really sort of probably go well into this. Anyway, things to ponder at a later time. Let's continue exploring and fighting and, you know, collecting things. This is where it's at its best. It is. Like I said, the combat is relatively, like, it's simple.
You just want to shoot stuff.
I do want to shoot stuff. You got me. Cool.
I think it sensed this
Back to the
attack.
ballista.
It's not happy.
We need to stop it.
Ah, fucking. Too much to hope for.
Down.
Good work, everyone.
And another sample.
That should be enough to study.
Yeah. Let's get back to Webker and Antoine.
Big treasure. What we got? Light armor. Is it any good? It's a bit of an upgrade. Ish. Next time we're at the lighthouse, we'll have to. I have to have a look at my gear. I'm gonna have a look at whether or not I can strengthen shit. Map check. Let's see how far away we're getting from things. Circle back. Left a chest over Nyar. And some blight. Fuck is all this then? Hey? Don't think so.
Signs of a family that disappeared.
This can't be all that's left behind. Sure thing.
They knew the Blight was coming. But how? And what went wrong after?
She thinks the others were possessed.
Alright. Map checkity check. More notes. So we managed to run past 2 of them before. I'm going to pick these up and then bounce out.
Echo? Echo? That's not my voice. Not your voice. This Echo made promises and then... Do you think it took them all? Oh.
Hmm. Do you have a third one on there? Fourth one even? Okay.
Whatever this Echo was in the well, I think it possessed them. The more people go near it, the more it gets in their minds.
It made promises it was never gonna keep.
That journal mentioned clearing boards from the well. It was sealed away once. Whatever's down there, whatever you did to those people, I won't let you do it again. We're sealing the well. Sealing.
Oh dear. Let's hope it's not level fucking 30 something again.
No more Echo.
Okay. Just pick it up, yo! Coming up to lunchtime, chilling on the couch. I have enjoyed the some of the combat sequences a little bit more today. I'm glad that I've had a bit more than I had yesterday. It's handy.
So tell me, how safe is it? Any reason to be worried?
Oh, you shouldn't worry
Nah.
at all.
So it's safe then?
No, just worrying won't help.
Yeah, no, it has been better. At least the combat. This sequence in this area felt well put together. That boss fight, I mean, yeah, he was 10 levels higher, but it, you know, it was challenging. It was fun. It was doable.
Did you find anything?
There was something in the well. It got to them.
But we aren't supposed to listen.
Gotta stay hydrated. It's hot as balls down here, guys.
It's sealed again.
When it's safe to go back, I'll bury it even deeper for Ursa. Thank you for letting me know.
Odd that this little bit of map wasn't cleared. Let's run over and take care of that. Anything in here? Not that we found just yet.
I'm on.
Guys,
Alright, good to know. Another fucking shield puzzle. Alright then. Here's your weird blight samples.
Antoine? Antoine!
Yes? Yes, the blight samples. They're like nothing we've seen, or anything in the Warden records.
I'm sure he's fine.
And I almost hear voices in it. The gods calling the blight.
I can't hear anything. But if you believe me...
We knew things were bad. But if the Blight's being called, the situation's more unpredictable than we thought. We need to...
I give you two Rain, and this is where it leads.
This mustache-twisting
Stay away from the
motherfucker.
Blight and the Wardens. How many times must you be told?
Do you think titles and bluster scare me?
And your venom is better directed toward your magisters.
Rook knew something was wrong.
I can hear it in the samples. The gods. He's telling the truth. The blight has changed. And that changes everything.
It changes nothing. Your sensitivity to blight is useful, Warden Antoine. But you've had more than one snake in your ear.
He's trying to help.
Enough! You tampered with a ritual that unleashed blight. You did not know what you were doing then, and you don't now.
If gods control the Blight, we need to change how we approach it.
Archdemons control blight, and we'd sense if one had risen. We'd make the sacrifices needed to fight it.
But we...
The blight has increased. Now is not the time to lose focus. Wardens Evka and Antoine, are you sworn to combat the blight?
Yes, but...
Then report back to Weishaupt and do so.
That went poorly. even for a talk with him.
He's an asshole.
What an asshole. A lot of people are gonna die for his arrogance.
Maybe.
Fuck you, asshole.
So much for convincing the wardens.
We can't give you the order, but you have us.
We'll keep tracking the Darkspawn and the Blight. We'll do what we can.
And if we learn the gods' plans, you will too.
The elven god of monsters had been hard at work. She'd taken the Darkspawn and made them so much worse. Now, she and Elganon had their glorious new army.
Elganon!
The risen gods were ready. And they had just the target.
Dum 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 dum.
He finally agrees to meet for a report, then he all but calls you a liar.
I think you were included in that.
Thanks.
Okay. Points assigned. What else have we got in the area? Map check. What's it want? Turn to dock. No. I've got things. Look, as it stands, we're 12 local. I think I'm going to roll for another half hour or so, and then I need to go get food. That's right, it's food time. Ow, fucker! Okay, so it hurts if you just run into it.
Venatory barrier crystals. Whoever came this way didn't want to be followed.
The enchantments are recent.
What are they doing in the Hossberg wetlands?
Indeed. So, I am curious. Let's check this out. Staff energy. Boom! It says I passively generate it. Pretty slow, it has to be said. Watch this. Tick, 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 tick. Or we just hold it. But, I mean, at least it means that while we're running around, it should be fully charged, right? Good to know. Oh, well, started a fight. Ran the wrong way and I started a fight. Staff energy! Oop, missed. Was it a good job? I'll take it. Get me out of here.
What were we talking about? Be careful. Things that pop out of nowhere usually bite you in the ass.
Like Hassan?
And that beak of his hurts. That's been sorted.
You got it.
Oh man, I like the darkspawn areas. It's probably where I'm feeling the most happy with the game. Lots of combat. Alright, so there it is just now. Did that free up another one? What is that shit? Alright. Good to know.
What's that sound?
I don't know, but it gives me a bad feeling.
Yeah, gave me a bad feeling before too.
Take a look, Lara.
Sure thing.
Treasure! What do we get? Arcane, hey. Sweet. Nice, nice, nice. Gaspin Manor. Coming soon to the BBC.
This is the cursed manor.
Some fixing up.
Lord Gaspin's treasure belongs to the Venatori.
Yes, right you. The Venatori will always. It's a little bit, you know, mustache twirling evil guy. Yeah.
Thanks, Davrin.
Incoming. Ooh.
not granted!
So they want Lord Gaspin's treasure, but look at this place. Is it really still here?
A win for us.
What was that?
We're not alone here.
The manor is supposed to be cursed.
Now that we understand the statue fucking torch puzzles a little bit better. Where's the brazier? There it is there behind us. Unlocked something. Grenade belt. Yeah, right, okay. Cool. Handy for a melee character is in the thick of shit, I suppose. Is there a newsletter I can subscribe to?
What lies? Anyone else suddenly thinking about?
A cellar? The longer we stay, the more this being can reach out.
Big treasure. Ooh. Let's wear that. Help with the chain lightning, and anything that's obviously hit by my chain lightning should take additional damage from old buddy. No! That's enough of that. Before we move on, 2 more. Ah, we missed the one over to the other side. Open that yet? No. There is a treasure chest up there somehow. Right, so I'm guessing we opened the door. How did we... With the statues, we opened a door in. Oh. Yo, Blara. Ugh. Too much enthusiasm on that one. Got it! Alright, so that gets us out. Running around back up to the top here just to see, because there is a chest up there. It does look like that opened it. Sweet. It's a bit of a jump. Made it. Parkour. Cool. Shit on the party. We're getting our goodies. What the... Treasure. Alright, I think that's sufficiently explored. Ankle breaker. Alright, let's explore some more. Come on, Blar. Hello. God damn it, Blar.
Sure thing.
The cellar. Stay on guard. We've got a body. Hasn't been dead long. Research notes. This man wanted Lord Gaspin's treasure to impress Elgadon.
He's been studying the Anderfels for quite a while. Hitting us from range.
Ouch.
What can you expect in a place like this?
Let's look around.
Got jumped, man. Got fucking jumped. Got to remember to
His writing is
use
old.
our target
If it was
specific
Lord
commands.
Whatever he thought was back here, it wasn't enough. He found a demon, or became the one we met. If the demon was the curse, at least we've kept it away from Lavendale. Once we're done, we can let Bastion know.
Alright. Almost perfectly timed for our lunch break. Whoop whoop.
Rook! Always good to see people return. Means they're still alive.
We went up to Gaspin Manor.
You did? And the curse? Was it... Did the Blight wake it?
Less the Blight, more like some Venatori. There was a demon haunting the manor. We stopped it.
Huh. Well, we all knew something wasn't right.
You're welcome.
And thank you.
Reward.
There's one less evil to worry about.
$200 dues. Yep. Not much, has to be said. Alright then. Alrighty. Map check. Nothing doing. Let's go back to the journal. It's probably us in this area for now. How to train a griffin. Lighthouse. Oh yeah, that's right. Why don't we go back to the lighthouse? We'll give old matey his gift, and then we'll take our break. We'll get some lunch. It'll be fucking glorious, and then we can get back into it. Wrong button, fool.
Usually have to dodge traps and fight spiders to see this much old elven stuff. Talk to Isabella if you want to sell any of it. She'll get you a good deal.
Spoken like a veteran treasure hunter.
Yep. For gold and glory. The lords make runs no one else can. Isabella's undies would catch fire if she saw all this.
Feel free to use the ancient elven artifacts for weight training, but nothing leaves with you, okay?
Don't worry about that. The Lords of Fortune aren't thieves.
Most of us shadow dragons are wanted for worse than theft. But if some lords are in it for themselves...
Nah. Anything we hunt is salvage. Old forgotten ruins and crap. And we make sure we're not screwing over a culture that lost it. That's what my
Oh,
mother
aren't you
does with the Kunari
responsible
stuff.
fucking treasure hunters? Stop.
Get some rest. We'll be in the thick of it soon enough.
Okay, I was gonna go back to Ravane later. Got a thing to do for my mother. You can come along, if you want.
Do I need to be ready for combat? Or traps?
Nah.
Alright. Just let me know when.
Fire on the sands. Alright. You there. Well, we're still pretty short. Yeah, 200. But... back on target. Handing old mate his gift. The thing that we picked up.
Carving monsters, huh? Didn't figure you for an artist.
This? It's by necessity. If you know your enemy, their weak spots, maybe you live another day.
Impressive.
You've got a flair for the dramatic.
Nothing scarier than the real thing.
What would he do with it?
Standard bestiaries are always some mage drawing things they've never seen, taking the piss out of it. They don't understand how when the hunt ends and you come nose to nose with an ogre, someone's going to die. So I'm making the real Monster Hunter manual.
Just remember, it's spelled R-O-O-K. The hero who took down the gods.
Wow, what a
chapter's
dick.
Going to be mine.
Where's the Gloom Howler?
Can't carve it till I know what it is. You want a piece of the Howler, boy?
Is he ready?
Was I ready the first time I fought a Hurlock?
Well, you're still alive.
I got my ass handed to me. Broke 4 ribs and cracked my jaw. Then I got back up and drove a blade through its skull. In this line of work, Asan and I are only as strong as the quarry we hunt.
Makes sense. You'll learn to fight by fighting.
I don't know another way. Out there in the world, you sink or swim.
Can a half-lion, half-eagle swim?
Don't know. Asan?
Which half was that?
Search me. Both halves share the same stomach.
Right.
Speaking
See
of.
you around.
Good taste.
You're welcome. Two extra points. Don't mind if we do. Now, let's damage versus armor up again. Cooldown duration. I like it. What are our specialities here? Another attack, 50% of base damage. Damage plus 25%. Oof. Second helping might be alright. Multiple enemies with armor. I like it. Alright. Guys, I'm going to take a break. We're going to leave it here for a little bit. I'm going to go get some food. And then when we come back, we'll finish up our what is the 5th session that we've spent with Dragon Age here. We'll come back. We'll jump back in. We'll do some more quests. Yeah, we'll progress a little bit further. All in all, I think, look, that Grey Warden section, that whole area, that was really well laid out. I like that. I like the clearing the blight, summoning more monsters, and fighting. The combat was really the combat's better fun in that area than in some of the other places that we've had earlier this morning. Long may it stay that way. That's what I want. That's where this game is good fun. Where it falls down, I think, is that I don't know if maybe it's just a case of different people, different projects, or time and resources spent on one, or maybe it's just personal preference on aesthetics. Who knows? But for me, we started the session. I'm relatively mixed, mostly negative on this, I suppose. Low expectations, looking and expecting really kind of to sort of play today and be at a point where that's enough. Campaign be damned, storyline be damned, kind of done. But that Grey Warden section there filled me with a little bit of hope that maybe there's a decent game here, or there's at least enough to keep me going to the point where I finish the campaign. We'll see. Move on to the next section when I get back, and hopefully it continues that positive trend that we've had heading into lunch. Alright guys, like I said, break time. Feel free to jump up, get some food, come on back, and join me as we progress a little bit further later on. Be right back. Alright, back from the break. Call from the boss, had to answer that one. So let's get back into it. Alright, we've got a couple more people here that we've got to... Oh man, there's so much shit. Why is there always so much fucking shit? Why does she have another quest for me? I thought we just spoke to her. God damn it. Alright, turn back around, fucking talk to the necromancer. Talk to the rest of the motherfuckers. Where is he? In here.
We should get fish next time we're in Minrathous.
Gonna whinge about the fact that I left you?
Well, it's all as you left it.
Close enough. I think the caretaker's been tidying up. Rook, now's not the best time to chat. Let's talk later.
Later then.
Man, those spicy noodles. Oh, they're good.
I cannot say.
Who created you?
I cannot say.
What can you say?
I cannot say.
Right. Deserve
Okay.
that.
Got the archive spirit working, I see.
Rook, you're here. And I did. Sort of. A little bit. It appears, but it won't tell me anything.
You simply ask the wrong questions. A common affliction of the weak-minded.
Also that. It's kind of mean.
Just insult it right back. Assuming you know how to insult a spirit.
I've never thought about it. How would you do that? Emmerich might know. That is an idea. Syrian learned a lot, taught me a lot about these archives. They have, well, not thoughts like us, but sort of pathways, I guess. They can only respond to specific questions worded in specific ways. So, if you're powerful, like almost God-level powerful, how would you talk to someone you see as lesser?
Probably just tell them what to do.
Right. Don't waste time on them, just get to the point. Let's try it. Archive, tell me who built you.
One of the greatest of Elvenan. A steward of her glory. Truly, I was blessed to bathe in his warmth. Anaris built me.
Fucking Balara shit.
I shall someday return.
You mean the Forgotten One?
I
Get
cannot say.
on with
Good point.
it.
That was us.
Anaris. I know I've heard that name before.
Yeah, a Forgotten One. Remember the nursery rhymes? Don't speak their names or they'll come for you. Unlike our so-called good gods, which, well, we saw what happened there. So who knows what they really were? The Forgotten Ones. They used to say Solus was one, so best case scenario, like him. Worst case, well, you heard it talk.
Right.
Yeah.
So this thing's dangerous if it belongs to one of them.
We sure did.
Could be, but still important and invaluable.
Invaluable.
Everything Anaris knew, this thing knows, and my people deserve to know. If I can get it to tell me.
Hell no.
You've got a chance to learn more about our people. Go for it. Just be careful. And try not to break anything.
Right. Thanks, Rook.
All thanks must be given to Anaris, for he will cast down the oppressive Evanuris and take his rightful place.
What a shame I can't stay longer. Good luck.
Appreciate the support.
I'm sorry, but I find it completely unnatural.
I don't get why you think cremation's so bad. Everyone outside Navarra burns their dead.
All those lost vessels, fine mansions reduced to ash. Manfred, for instance. How would his wisp have fared if I hadn't given it a body?
How indeed.
Yep. Same to you.
It's just Manfred's way of saying hello. I encountered him as a wisp in the necropolis years ago. A simple spirit, but so curious.
So, you built a skeleton?
Spirits are formed from the emotions.
We're at that
and
point.
desires
We
of
really
people
are.
in the mortal realm. Manfred's wisp came from curiosity. It's these spirits which animate the dead. Their drive revives the corpse, yet the corpse colors their actions. Thus, the eternal question:
Immediately
are
after the
undead
break,
inhuman spirits
coming
puppet
back
in a
into the
body,
lighthouse,
or does
I
some
knew that
shade
this was
of the
going to be a
departed
chore,
return?
going around and talking to each one. But the extent to which this shits me is getting out of control. This is the reason we're going to stop. It's so dull. I don't care about a single one of these NPCs. All of these side quests are fucking just boring. And the dialogue, like, who fucking cares? Who cares?
Got to bring back a little piece at least.
That's my belief as well. I swear I could see it sometimes, Rook. A glint of recognition of something more in the dead.
Hey, that's my sleeve. Are you trying to steal my buttons?
As well as a certain mischievousness. Manfred.
The pacing on this game, it's just terrible. Again, this is the third time now that I've ran away, talked to someone else, and it's gone, oh, she wants to talk to you, there's a quest.
Hey, you heard of the
Hey.
Hall of Valor? It's a fighting arena with the lords.
Interesting.
Just tell me when you're ready.
clear. Although, what the fuck is that icon next to him? Oh, God. Fuck that. See, it's done it again. Go and talk to them, they spread out, and it goes, burp, here's another conversation that you got to do. You know what? That's me. That's me with Dragon Age, guys. That's it. It's going to be a rage quit. No more of this shit. No more fucking pointless dialogue. No more bullshit side quests that I don't care about. No more NPCs that look like they were written on fucking napkins. BioWare, this franchise is dead. You have killed it, or arguably EA have shot it in the back of the head while you guys stood back and watched. To be fair, Dragon Age fans out there might disagree, but this franchise hasn't been good for a very long time. Dragon Age 2 was ordinary. Dragon Age Inquisition was pretty shit. Passable only because when it came out at the time on the PlayStation 4, there wasn't really a lot going on in that space. And this is tired, this is lazy, this smacks of like some of the team that you had working on the Hogwarts shit, but at least that had some fucking Harry Potter nostalgia to it. This is just boring. And in a single-player role-playing game, to kind of get tidbits of action... for an action role-playing game as it builds itself, to get tidbits of action that constantly have the fucking handbrake applied, to come back to this hub area and have to engage with all of this wanky shit, that's it. That's enough. What are my final thoughts on Dragon Age Veilguard? If you are a huge fan of single-player role-playing games and you have hours to burn, by all means, check it out. It's not the worst thing you'll ever play, but it is fucking close to being probably the worst BioWare game, if not only for the existence of Mass Effect Andromeda. The bar is low, people. Saying that this is better than Andromeda, and yay for them for achieving that, isn't a huge mark. It's not a gold star by any fucking definition. This is bad. Avoid it, play something else, as I will too. Well, there we are. I finally fucking snapped. I snapped because of the lighthouse. Good God. This is the worst design shit. I can't believe that it made me talk to an NPC 3 times for 3 separate quests. Raging. Absolutely raging. I've played some games recently that have gotten under my skin. I've played some things that, have pushed me. But this has been the worst. And I can't believe that it came to this. To turn around and say that the worst part of a BioWare role-playing game is the dialogue and the NPCs and the character choice. Or the lack thereof. 3 dialogue choices all the time that seem to have no real impact. The coolest thing that we saw is that at one point you had a 50-50 choice between NPCs. One you would help and one you wouldn't. And then that had a flow-on effect to say, hey, this character is no longer a support character. They had to do boosted damage. That's the only kind of meaningful, impactful choice that it's put in front of me. And even then, it was just a choice between 2 fucking options. BioWare, we're done. For anybody who did watch the stream, thank you for sticking with us as we persevered and went through this dialogue cycle on yet another session. Session 5, I would argue that we spent at least 3 of them stuck in fucking dialogue purgatory. Anybody who's watching this on video on demand and is watching me blow up deluxe, this is a negative review for Dragon Age. I hope that you tune into the channel next time we're live. We're probably going to be playing something completely different. That definitely will not be on the cards for Saturday night's chill session. As to what we kick back with, that remains to be seen. Guys, if you've got preferences or you got tips or you got something you want to see, please get in touch and let me know. At this stage, it's probably either going to be a return to Space Marine 2, because at least that is fun, or potentially, I don't know, maybe we'll fire up some Black Ops and we'll give that a crack as well. Who knows? Well, guys, it was a short one after the break, but that is me. I am officially at the end of my patience with this game. As to where the storyline goes, I don't care. I didn't care for 30 hours. I doubt I'm going to care for another 30 more. I'm guessing Rook saves the day, who cares, right? Alright guys, that's me. I'm out. I'm gonna go touch some grass and yell at a cloud. Peace out, guys. It'll be better next time, I promise. If only because it won't have Dragon Age the Veilguard. Fuck this game.